Just to say, yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you all can see and hear me properly. Yeah, can one of you respond?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. See, yes, first of all, I welcome you all for this AWS Solutions Architect Training Program. So, yesterday, yeah, once you spoken, you can keep it mute, everyone. Uh, Whenever any questions or questions from your side or from my side, then you can unmute and speak. So that is how we generally follow in our regular program classroom. So just let me recap what we have spoken yesterday. So yesterday was effectively, I mean, the trainings. The first day we initially had what we call as the introduction. Okay, I have given my introduction, and also members also had gave their own brief introduction. Okay, that is nice actually to be part of the team, especially with various kind of profiles. Especially there are some student profiles which are there, and also some who are working profiles, and senior profiles also are there. Yes, and also we discussed about the initial part, that is the cloud introduction. So that was only a beginning. So we have given an overview. So if there are any quick questions also, you can raise your hand or you can ask me the questions. Yes, absolutely. This is the first time. I mean, from your side, if you have any questions, generally beginning of the class or ending of the class, we have a questionnaire session. If there are no questions, we will be following the day's topic. That's how the protocol goes through. Yeah, so I was just revising. We initially had our initial introductions, and also from your side, and also expectations also from your side. And then we have gone through a brief presentation for an hour's time. So, which we introduced about the cloud essentials. That is the first topic which we had gone through. Some definitions also are there. We have gone through some of the important definitions, like what is public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Yes, those things are very, very essential, especially for the first timers who are entering into the cloud industry. Okay, then we also learned about, what is that? Yeah, just a second, numbers are getting admitted. I'm also admitting everyone. I'm just recapping. Yeah, so we understood about the other things, like what is IAS, what is PAS, and what is SAS. Very, very important outlines about that. And then we also discussed about the cloud, what we call as the providers, the major providers. And also, just to understand where we stand in the cloud market, I have shown you some slides related to what exactly the industry's outlook in the cloud market of the overall. So I told you there is a huge scope in the cloud market. As of now, in 2022 itself, we are $500 billion, okay, US dollars, and then in the next 2 years, you will see nearly more than 50% hike in all the technologies. And believe me, the technologies which are getting introduced in the cloud market are numbers. Today you may see some, but tomorrow you may be adding more and more and more technologies which are getting added. Like if you ask me, 3-4 years back, there was no data sciences, data IoT, and gaming. All those things were not there. But now people started using. People started even from the entertainment industry also. Okay, all you name an industry, people started moving into the virtualized, I mean, the cloud services. So we spoke all those things, and then later on we spoke about the Amazon Web Services. I've given you a global infrastructure map. Okay, that is very, very important. I mean, like I explained about what is a region means. Region is nothing but a data center. So Amazon has already what do you call it? Has already invested like the data centers across the globe. So the reachability is more than 245 countries. I spoke about regions. In India also, we have one data center as of now, that is in Mumbai. So no need to by heart anything like that. Just understand that how much Amazon scope is there. Among all the cloud market, Amazon's share is more than nearly 1/3. Okay, or even a little bit later, higher also. And we saw all the other cloud providers like Windows, Azure is also there, Google Cloud, and many more. Even IBM is also there. And there are some in the elementary level, but still they are coming up with their own activities. The most important thing which you should know, along with Microsoft, is also Google Cloud, which is very fast growing. 5 years back, it's very less, but now you can see market rate about for more than 5% coming across in the Google Cloud. So yes, once you are getting familiarized with one of the cloud services, the other cloud services is like a cakewalk for all of you. Terminology is same, structure is same, technology is same, only then the naming terminologies will be different. Nothing more. So yes, we spoke about all those things, and also I spoke one more important thing, that is the certifications. So I have given the complete certification map of Amazon, what it is producing. Of course, our training will be after completion. I will also be focusing on the certification. And I advise each and every one to take the certification part also. Then only you will be given a recognition across the world. Okay, we will also have separate sessions for certification preparations, etc. And then you can become a part of the what we call as the Amazon's cloud. Technologies, right? So later on, I also spoke about what is region, what is what we call as an availability zone, and what is what we call as the CloudFront network CDN. That is the CDN network. Okay, CloudFront. We also call it as a content delivery network CDN. So especially for catching where the services are very limited, where the services are maybe. Why do we use CloudFront? One line answer. Anyone? Why do we use CloudFront? Yes, please.
Wherever we have like direct connectivity required instead of the internet, I think.
Okay, I'm looking for one word. Sorry?
Edge location. For the
it is called as edge location. I agree that. CloudFront is also called as edge locations. I agree that. But what is the benefit when a customer or relevant when we are using? Yeah, Vinay?
CDN.
Cost deduction.
No, I don't take that.
Maintaining servers and everything is not required.
No.
Reduced latency.
Yes, exactly. This is the keyword which I'm looking. Latency. Why do I use CloudFront? The keyword CloudFront, another name is edge locations. I agree that. But what is the big advantage? Latency. The customer, see, when questions are asked, just focus to the, you give your expression, but I'm trying to tell you what exactly you need to focus on that. So the CloudFront biggest advantage. Once completed, you can mute it. Otherwise, humming will be there for everyone. Okay, Shashank, you can mute it. And then once again, when a question is asked, you can unmute and speak. So it is very clear. Yes, Vamshi has mentioned. Yes, it is exactly the keyword which I'm looking for is the latency. Latency is the what we call as the responsiveness. You send a query, how fast you get to the response back is called as the latency. The number of hops. If you have to travel more distance, more time, more cost, more latency. The CloudFronts will reduce the latency. It is a cached content. So we spoke about that. That is a keyword you may be asked in the exam, this type of thing. So we identify. Okay. Then yes, we also spoke about the courseware and also the course benefits and how the certifications will benefit you, the pay packages, etc. All the things yesterday we have gone through. Yeah, any quick questions from any members? You can ask me now. If there are no questions, just respond. No questions, I will take up to today's topic. You can use chat box, or even you can use this unmuted speak, both. So daily I have an objective. I'll ask this question. Any questions means that you have any ready questions, just ask. Otherwise, just mention that I have no questions.
Nothing from myself.
Okay, Shashank, nothing. Yeah, respond. Otherwise, I don't know. See, we are online. Your responsiveness is highly appreciated. I tell you, don't keep mute and just run away. It won't work in this particular training. It won't work. I tell you, it is waste of time if you are not responding. You should be responsive. This says that you think this is a classroom. Yes, please.
Good from
No
my
questions from my side, sir.
Okay, Satvika, no question. Jain, Vinay,
Good from my
nothing. Okay,
No questions.
no questions from Vamshi. Yes. Please be fast. Please be fast. There are some more people. Jiva is there. I think Raven is there. Sharmila is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing for myself.
Yeah. Please
Yeah.
respond.
Yeah,
No
nothing from my
questions
side.
from my side.
No questions from Sharmila. No questions from Krishna. Yes. So you have to be spontaneous. That will be energetic for me. Since we are remotely, I advise you to keep away all your other works aside, because you will be missing a lot if you are focusing on something else. See, this particular training program, I tell you very clearly, is interactive training. So naturally, you have to hear everything, and don't think that okay, just listening even 10% also is okay. It won't work. Cloud Solution Architect is considered to be the Amazon's prestigious training program, and also the rewards are very big. The rewards are very big. Once you are certified, you'll get good number of opportunities. I tell you, good number of opportunities. Another thing also I spoke yesterday. In very soon, a month's time, I think month or 2 months time, very less time, you should see a data center also getting posted in Hyderabad. So then you will be getting lot of business opportunities also. I mean, for you it may be what opportunities, but for the clients it is business opportunities. You know why they are investing? Because there is a big scope. That is a 25th data center which is coming in house. So please remember, this is very important. So keep, because we are covering more or less more domains. I spoke yesterday, hands-on yesterday. Okay, so please remember. Yeah. So let me share my desktop. So since all of you has mentioned that no questions, that's good. And if you still have any questions, you can always ask me, maybe in the chat. Is there anyone else who is not in the WhatsApp chat? This thing. Is there anyone in this team who is not there still in the WhatsApp chat group? Yes or no? If it is yes, don't respond. If it is no, then respond. Okay, I didn't hear any response from anyone. I'll just share my desktop. We have few things to do before we start. So I hope you are able to see my screen. Can one of you respond? Shared screen.
Yes,
Screen is
we are
visible.
able to.
So the first thing is that everyone has this Microsoft Teams link. Everyone has, I believe. Keep it handy. And also WhatsApp chat invite link. So both things are done. So now it's a good time for all of you to finish off this information. I have only 2 members information. Rest of the other information is not available. I just put it in the chat box. Okay, where is that? Just fill the information in background.
Anand, this chat window is not accessible for me.
It's not applicable. It's not coming.
No.
Yes, sir. Chat window is not saying. It's saying only available for team members.
I think I need to change the settings. I think I may not be able to do now. What I'll do.
I think we can share on WhatsApp, sir.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do now. That's what I want to do. This is your training batch. So this one is there, a short information. please start completing the basic information. It doesn't have anything much more, but this is important for me to create access and all these things. I have only the data from Balamurugan and Sharmila, nothing else. So this is simple. See, the timings preferred is always 6:30, but I need this name, your email ID, and WhatsApp phone number. This is important for me. So just start giving the information. That will be very, very important for me for giving you access to the what we call to the AWS Academy and all these things. You are able to access that link?
Yes.
Yeah, please complete. Please submit. Once you submit, I'll get the response. Right, and the next is that the syllabus and all these things is available in this particular one link, and this one also I'm just sharing you in WhatsApp. Some of you might have already, so you can see that there is a Google Drive link. So you see this one, this is a Google Drive syllabus, AWS Solutions Architect syllabus. This is the syllabus which is there, the 4 domains which we need to focus. See, we may change this one by the very soon to C03, but we are covering all the things also. This is an older one link, but that's still applicable. There is no change in the domains. All the course contents is same. Only thing, the percentage, like domain 1 percentage, or domain 2, domain 3, domain 4, the percentage has been changed. Nothing else. So major changes are not much applicable in what we call as the course domain contents. So you can just go through this one, and also you can see the blueprint. So later on, I can even share the blueprint of C03 also. You can see that particular thing. The link is available. You can download. So this is the basic things which are there. And a detailed syllabus is also there. You can even download this blueprint which is there at the top. Right? So my target is that from all of you, you should see this blue logo. Once you complete your training, I want everyone to get this blue logo, Solutions Architect Associate. This one, this is the badge which you get once you complete your exam. Digital badge, and it can be published in LinkedIn, etc.
So the syllabus detail and all those links we should be downloaded.
So this is the syllabus for Solutions Architect. This is my profile at the top, which I do.
Okay.
So this is the logo. Which
yeah, I understand, sir. The form you sent to us, there is a syllabus details.
Sorry?
AWS computing, cyber security, and so we should be downloaded AWS cloud computing one, right?
This the syllabus which I give you, right?
Yes. I think no needed.
Mean to say this particular one.
No, the WhatsApp link you have shared with us to fill the form document, right?
Yeah, you can select AWS. It is a generalized form which is given to you. You can select AWS. See, my main intention is to get the data for your name, full name, your phone number, your email ID.
Okay. I have submitted.
Yeah, I can see members Naveen, Raven, Vakshi, Satvika, Shashank, yes, completed, and Sai also. If we complete in one go, we can do everything. See, thing is that I'll be providing access everything once after the verification. Your fee payments, everything should be completed. If you are not done, then there will be a delay. Okay, please complete, because I'm not focusing individually. Hey, you please pay, nothing like that. It is up to you. You finish off your payments at the earliest, so that all the access, everything will be provided. So what is that access also? I can show you very simple. So this is your blueprint. Okay. I'll show you. This is the one which I'm telling you. This is from Amazon. You see this one? This is from Amazon. So you get access to the cloud AWS Academy. So this is a classroom. Once everything is created, once everything the data is there with me, I create a classroom so that everyone will get an opportunity to log in into this AWS Academy you have several things. This is the AWS Academy Cloud Architecture. Okay, so what all benefits you get in the Academy? I tell you, you can access all the modules which I'm going to teach. Okay, so module 1, everything, you have the notes, everything is self driven also, you can have that. And then what you can do, you can also see this knowledge checks also, is like quizzes. For every module there is a quiz. And the most important thing is the labs, the guided labs. You can just open these labs. Guidance will be there for all the labs, these guided labs. You can do that. I'll be showing you each and everything one by one. Okay, but the benefits I tell you. So these are beautiful labs which are there. No need to have your free tier account also. So free tier account also we will do for a separate purpose, but in this particular one. And also you have challenge labs. You see this one, a challenge lab, where you have a challenge, little instructions will be there, but you have to do that. So like that, once you complete all the modules, about 15 modules are there. I think 14 is the last one. There is this, so planning for disaster. At 15th one, you can see the breakdown for certification. You have a capstone project. It's a real-time website creation project. Okay. Just a second, someone has joined. So my suggestion, please join as early, otherwise sending invites or accepting invites will be difficult. Okay. Yeah, where am I? So this is a capstone project which is costing about $60 US, and he is giving you free. So you can use that budget of $60 and create this project. So you can launch, basically, see, this is the last part. Once you are done, the big benefits what you have is you will get your badges and course completion certificates. So directly from Amazon, you will get your certificate also. Yeah, you see this one. Once you do this one, and also you'll get a digital badge. Like you have completed your training course, etc. And this can be published in LinkedIn, also in your resume also. Right? So this is free for everyone. Once you complete everything, you are eligible for this one. And then last but not the least,
This will be available post training sessions as well, or like it's only during the training session?
I think the classroom last date we need to define. Okay, once you define the classroom last date, generally I give maybe 1 month extra for your exam preparation, etc. Whatever it is, we have to complete by 3 months max. So even if I create a classroom today, this is the month of let me say August 1st. By September 15th, normally we generally conclude. Normally the classes average 40 days, but we give maybe another 15 days more, like up to. If you ask me more, I can extend further more, like maybe another 15 days or 20 days, complete like that. After that, you may not be able to access. After that, you cannot access. So we need to provide this last date. So before that, we can complete earlier. 3 months is a big time for all of you. Okay.
Okay.
So, and then once you complete all these things, you can request me for your 50% discount voucher. Okay, you can ask me. You are all eligible for even 50% discount. So generally, we see whether your completion is proper, and you need to achieve at least 75% in that. Okay, once you do all the 75% score, then I think I can propose on behalf of you to Amazon that yes, he has done all these exercises, and then he is eligible for 50%. And straight to your mailbox, you'll get your voucher 50%. And that is applicable when you're writing your exam. Okay, once you schedule, you can redeem that voucher. So instead of paying $150 US, you pay only $75 US. It will immediately get 50%. Okay, and that is applicable for 1 full year. You can write, you can schedule. It's non-transferable, I tell you. It is non-transferable. You cannot give that voucher to someone else. No, it can't work. And if it is found in the audit, because we write the email IDs also. So that is the reason why I ask you the data fully. So your classroom, same thing should be there. Your what we call as your exam voucher, same thing should be there. Like that. Once if you complete all the things, yes, then you are ready for writing the exam. Once you write the exam, you'll get your certificate in your certification folder. Right? Any questions from anyone? I hope everything understood. You can freely ask me if there are any questions, because these are the things which you should keep in mind. So I just told about the WhatsApp group. I hope everyone is there. Transparent. I want everyone transparency. And also please share your thoughts. Always express your thoughts. Don't keep it limited. And the most important thing is that the daily presence. If you are absent, yes, I can share the recordings, but only on a specific things. If you are not following the classes and if you are asking recordings, then it doesn't work in real time. It doesn't. That is my sincere opinion. But still, if you ask me, yes, I can share individually those recordings any class. Seeing 1.5 hours to 2 hours is a big one, big time. It won't. But if you are listening in the class, everything goes into the head properly, and there will be a good continuity. Right. So that's all about the background things. I hope everyone has completed what we call as the information related to the inquiry. Is there anyone else left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So if there is anyone else left, just to finish off. Otherwise, you may not really think over later, because this information is very important for me. Right. So I'm closing this particular one now. That's done. So now, to begin, this is the first class. This is the first class. So yesterday I just introduced about the global infrastructure, and also one more thing which also I had sent a document how to create your what we call as your account AWS account, that is free tier account. I hope some of you has already done, or if anyone has started done, please let me know. That is mandatory. 3 things are necessary. One is your email ID. Email ID is your login ID. Please remember your email ID. And my another suggestion is that keep a notes along with you. Whether it can be a notepad or it can be a notebook. Anything. Note down all the important things. Don't just leave it, because your memory dump is always important. Always important. The points which you are listening, just keep it a note. It's always whatever I'm speaking is the good procedures. Okay, to lead you success. Okay. So I spoke about account creation. I had given the documentation also yesterday in the WhatsApp group. So thing is very simple. You need to have your email ID, your handy, and your mobile phone, where your what we call as the OTP or something will come, and then you have to acknowledge. You have to verify your phone. Both things should be verified. Third most important thing is your card, your debit card or your credit card, anything. But better give a debit card itself, no credit card. And don't give any RuPay cards. It won't work. It won't work. Initially, if you are sitting in US, you'll be charged about $1, I think, and then it will be credited back to your account. Okay, in India, it is 2 rupees will be deducted, and then it will be credited back to your account after maybe 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days after. They need to see that your account is verified. But never throughout your what we call as account, they never charge on themselves automatically. You have to pay manually. They keep it as only a reserve. It's a part of the process. They never deduct any money without your consent automatically. If the bill is coming, the bill will be presented to you. The invoice will be coming at the end of the month or beginning of the month, first of every month. If there are any charges, then respectfully you need to pay that. You need to pay that money. And again, I promise you everyone, till the end of the course, you will not. If any charges are there, I will tell you well in advance. So it is upon to discretion to select the things. Whether you are doing unknowingly, please don't do that and land up into troubles of getting big bills. Please remember that point very, very clear. Or if you are having any doubt, raise a question in the group so that either me or anyone who is familiar also can respond. It's not that always I need to respond in this, because there are, as I mentioned, there are various class of people who are even working in the industry at the senior levels also, and of course, techies are there, students are there, so you can choose the group the best. Okay, So that's all about the briefing about all these things initially. So meanwhile, I also tell you to create the account. I hope everyone has created the account. If anyone has not yet created, please let me know now.
Done for me.
Okay, Shashank is done. Create our account. Yeah, else everyone, please respond. Yes or no is the choice.
Yeah, I completed.
Jiva completed.
Yeah, I completed.
Okay.
Completed, sir.
Okay, Vamshi also done.
Completed, sir.
Satvika done. Sharmila done. Vinay also done. Naveen done.
Completed,
Done.
sir.
That's fine. So all your accounts are ready. If there is any trouble also, please ask. So I have shared the documentation. It is very easy step, like how you sign the account, same procedure. So we are nearly done. Account creation. Otherwise,
I haven't done that. This is the first class I'm joining today.
okay. So again, one of you can share in the WhatsApp group itself, same thing. I mean, the what we call is the yesterday's documentation. Raven, you are there in the group, right? So that you can
Yeah,
send
I'm
it
there.
up. Yeah, the URL is there, awsamazon.com. Just start self-explanatory by seeing about the screens which are there. You can easily do. If there is any difficulty, you can let me know in the
Sure.
group.
Yeah, thanks.
But please complete by tomorrow, whatever it is. Today you may not be able to do anything because there is no account, but I will start the presentation now. So this is the first one, class which we are starting. So again, I tell you, before I start this, so I'm closing this particular one. This is the academy. Once the data is ready, then I'll publish a classroom, and then you all can join in this particular what is this academic classroom. So I'll just sign out for now. So now, for signing in, for all of you, I tell you, this is the account, aws.amazon.com. Okay, so again, I tell you, this is completed now. I open a notepad on this. Okay. So what you need to do is the URL which you need to do is HTTP, or maybe you can say www.aws.amazon.com. So every day we use only this URL for signing in. First time sign up, second time onward sign in. So this is the one which is there. AWS Amazon, awsamazon.com. So now you are in a root user. I'm just signing. You all no need to sign in. If you already signed in, it's okay. I'll just explain about the dashboard before we start our today's lecture. Okay. So please remember this AWS account signing. Please secure your root account. Don't share your accounts. That is a good practice. So now once I sign in, you can see that this is the main dashboard. You can see this is the main dashboard. We also call this as a console home. AWS can be accessed in multiple ways. Okay, this is the first method which we are accessing is console. There are other methods. Some people do access using CLI. Some people use the method of accessing AWS resources using SDKs. Some people use APIs, etc., etc. So I'll just write down for your benefit. To access, you also can note down. To access, everything is important. I tell you, everything. You will need to. I mean, as a solutions architect, you need to understand all concepts. If you are not clear, just ask. To access, okay, AWS resources or services, both of them. These are the following methods to access it. The first one is console access, so which you are seeing. The second one is your CLI, which also called as command line interface. Third one we also call as API. API. So API or SDKs, both of them are same. This is actually the silence which are coming from the chat. Okay. API, you all know, application having interfaces. And some people also say APIs or SDKs, both of them are near to that. SDK. I can also say SDK and API. Okay. So this is software distribution kits which are there, development kit, whatever this is. So where you can access, we will also explore one by one slowly. But now the first one is called as the console access. So generally, console access is mainly meant for providing, this is also called as root access. We also call this as a root access for the main, the first login which you create. So to create account, the account user ID which you get is normally an email ID. Okay, email ID, and this is considered as root access. Root access means that full privileges will be there, everything, full privileges. So later on, we will also understand what is the other user access also. We will learn about that. But now, when you create account, please make that secure. Don't share the passwords to others just like that. Okay, to access this AWS resources, yes, you have console. So now let me just give a small briefing on the console. So here you see this one, this is at the top left corner. This is the AWS logo. Whenever you click this AWS logo, you are into the console home. You are into the console home. Just click that, you will see the dashboard to console home at any point of time, wherever you are. And the next biggest one, you see this called as services. So yesterday I explained about what is cloud. Any service which can be accessed across internet or internet is called as a service. Yeah, I have the services. I'll just click this one. You see this one, there are various services which are applicable in AWS. Analytics, you see this one. Not all is really required for us. See, compute, blockchain, you see this one. Database, you see, management, machine learning, IoT, gaming, migration, networking, robotics, satellite, security, storage. Many things are there. And this is only a group. If you click compute, again there are list of services. You see this one. Batch, EC2, Elastic Beanstalk, Lambda, Lightsail, so and so, so and so. If you say take up machine learning, you see all these are services. About 15-20 services are there. Scroll down. Security. These are all various security services. About 15-20 services are there. Storage. You can see various services which are there. EFS, FSX, S3, S3 Glacier, Storage Gateway. Everything is there. Everything. You see this new entries, blockchain. You see this again, other things like database, Docker, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache. So yesterday I was going through what are all the services which we need to do for the solutions are. So this is called as the services. We will explore a little bit more. If you know the service name, just you can type it over there and just press enter. Right? So I'm just explaining about the dashboard, the console dashboard. And at the extreme right, you see this one? This is your name. And under your name, you see this one, there is a 12-digit account ID. This is unique for everyone. This is how Amazon recognizes your ID. Okay. No need to basically, I don't think that this needs to be shared or anything, nothing like that. It's not required. So this is a unique way of understanding about your ID, account ID. Okay. Even your account name is also published at the top. You see this one? If you do not want to disclose your account ID, you can create an alias. Some people are, maybe they feel insecure by showing the account ID. Oh, why should they know my account ID? So you can create. Later on, I'll tell you about how you can create your alias. Okay. Now you can see the other things also. This is all related to your your account. You can see account. So this is your account. Once you have started, you can click your account. You can see what are all the features which are there in your account. You can see many information like your billing, etc., etc. And most important thing is that you can see your contact information, alternative contact, etc., etc. Regions which you have enabled. Last but not the least is that if you want to close the account, just click all these things and just say close account, finish. After 1 year, everyone, if you are almost completing your free tier, just close your accounts. So just take this particular one and close your account. This is the last part which is there how to close. And also support plans. If you want to change, see ours is in a basic support plan. Later on, I'll explain about what are all the various other support plans, but you can change them. You want to change your IDs or something, communication preferences, like you want to get mobile notifications or something, yeah, you can do it, everything. So this is about your account. And if you want to know about your billing, okay, billing, you can see the billing. I would advise you in the beginning days, you see the billing, okay, billing console. So you can see this month billing, you can see here, my bills, billing dashboard, you can also say bills, or you can also see this cost explorer. You should see that 000. Okay, how to check your bills is like this. Just click your billing dashboard and say bills. You should see the running there. So after the month is changing from August 1st, you will see again it comes to 0, and you can see the invoice. And you can see if there is any bill, then you will get an invoice and you have to pay the bill. Till this one, this is unbilled amount. This is unbilled amount, 000 is unbilled. I mean, nothing, no bill is there now as of now. If you are using any of the services, the detailed cost explorer will be shown here. You have used this particular one as a service. If you are using this service, like this particular one, you should see something like that. Oh, okay, I have used, but there is no bill. I have used, but there is no bill. Like that, you need to understand your bills. In the beginning days, my suggestion is that please check bills periodically. That will always be a big advantage. All right. Okay, that is about billing credential, billing dashboard. Security credentials also we need to understand. So maybe in a couple of days, I'll also speak about how to secure your account using two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication is that like you can have an OTP or maybe an authenticator program, or maybe like in what we call as an app where you get your unique ID and you have to, after giving your password, you can also give that ID so that you can log in. No theft or no hacking can be done. So I'll also be sharing that. Generally, root accounts used to be protected. That's called as multi-factor authentication. Right? So this is about unique thing, and more things also. Whenever you want to sign out, you can pick this particular one, sign out. It's understood. All right. Now, let me tell you something more important. I'm just clicking this particular one, right? To the AWS home, console home. Yeah, it has come. So here you see this one. The next to your name, there is a field called as North Virginia. My suggestion, all of you, please use only North Virginia till the end of the course, unless specified. I hope this is clear, because there is a lot of free time resources in North Virginia. You'll get it instantaneously. Don't use any other zones. So yesterday I spoke about the regions. These are the regions. You see this one? These are the regions. 24 regions are listed here. So North Virginia is also called as US East-1, which is having 6 availability zones. So this is the largest data center among all the data centers listed for Amazon. Please understand this, so North Virginia. And the second one, Ohio, is also having 4 availability zones. 4 availability zones. And still you have, say still more, North California, Oregon, many things which are there. Even you have Mumbai also. So how do you change the region? Just select that. If I want to select Mumbai, yes, I get it Mumbai. So when your client demands, or if you're working for a client in Seoul, or maybe in Sydney, you can select that. You can select that. So whatever you are hosting the infrastructure or creating a server or storage, it will be landing into this particular data center region, into this region. So for us, free tier, we are using this North Virginia only till the end of the course. Please don't change the regions. If you change and bring back, don't create any resources. I hope this is clear, very clear. North Virginia. And if you create resources and if you forget, then bills will come. So please keep it till you are familiar by not changing the regions. Yeah. So this is the one. And now this is support. If you are having any issues and if you want to contact Amazon, you can use this one. Amazon has a very professional customer support, I tell you. So you can see the support center. You just tell in one way. I'll show you here. Excellent support is there here. How can we help? Just write the case, create a case, and then automatically you'll get an option whether you want to do by chat or you want to get a call. So if you say select a call, then automatically within seconds you'll get a call on your mobile phone. Or if you want to chat, you can chat, and they'll register a case also. Okay, but mostly the support center is not for technology. It's for something related to your billing, or maybe not accessing or something like that. Not for any other things. Not for any other things. Right? So please remember, this is support center. And also you have many things which are there. Good, very large documentations. Just click that. You'll open, you can see another another page. Every service, there are tons and tons of documentations available. AWS documentation. You can go through all this documentation. This is free for everyone. Training also. Some free trainings also are available. You can just sign into this particular training. Okay. You can just sign in. Digital training, some free elements are there. You can go through, especially practitioner or something like that. Some elements, even though it's lengthy, but still you can go for an option to verify this training service also. Right. So these are all some of the things which are there. Right. And these are only alarms which are everything which is there, any issues across Amazon data centers, the things which you are working, and if there are any issues, the alarms will be coming, and then notifications also will be there. Right? You can even check the event log also once the alarms are closed. Right? It's only an alert mechanism. I hope everyone understood about the dashboard. Yeah, any questions from anyone? Yes, please. No questions? Everything understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If there are any quick questions, still you can ask me. You can ask me. Okay. So yeah, Shashank, you have a question? No? Okay.
Yes.
No, I didn't understand.
Till now, it's pretty much good.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Everything is good. That's fine. So now let me just go through an important area. Let me start my program. Okay. So till I was only exploring about what we call as the Amazon, the dashboard of how it really resembles and what all things are available. The first domain. Just a second. 1 or 2 days, these things will be there. Let me take up this call. Hello, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. So yes, the next topic is very important topic. We will slowly move ahead. The first domain for our learning, that is compute domain. The compute domain. Okay. So which is very important for us. We start with compute domain. Compute is nothing but more or less like a servers. Okay. To host the infrastructure, servers, storage, all these things comes under storage. We have a separate domain, but still it is integrated. We will learn about this compute domain, and that too, in that compute domain, we are going to start with EC2. EC2. This is the first service which I'm going to introduce. So as I mentioned, this service is like when I show in the dashboard, you see this one, the services. This is the compute domain. This is the compute domain. So these are all your domains, and these are all your services. This is the EC2. ECC is called as EC2. Right? I show you this particular one. I give introduction to this particular one. This is the first service which we are going to learn. It's also called as ECC. The full form of ECC is Elastic Cloud. I hope everyone is noting down parallelly. Make a habit of writing down, so that two advantages will be there. One thing, you can listen properly. Second thing, no distractions will be there. If you still have questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, half of the things will be distracted. You will be working on something else and you will be missing out. If you start writing, you'll be focused more. Make a habit from day one. That will be big advantage for you, because every day you'll be listening lot of new terminology. And so when you're talking with any cloud expert or interviews, if you are using a layman's language, probably they'll think upfront that you don't know anything, or you may know very little. You may know how to do, but if you don't know using the terminology, then again it will be difficult. You will not be considered as a kind of an associate or a professional, especially after learning all these things. Okay. So now I'll just start the presentation about this ECC, Elastic Compute Cloud, which is very important. Okay. So yes, all these presentations, everything is available in the team access room, where I'll be providing based on the information which you have provided. So only the members who has completed their enrollments will get the access. Okay, please finish off your enrollments, whoever has not yet completed, and if there are any quick questions also, you can ask me and then finish off. Okay, so that all the access will be given, the classroom access and also the team room access, which is there, as I mentioned in the drive, which is there yesterday. I think I have shown you. This is the Google Drive, the class, all the sessions notes, everything is available. And these notes, everything is a downloadable notes. So this sessions folder, this entire folder I'm going to give access. And more or less, if any new things are there also, I'm adding in the sessions folder itself. You can see this one. Session 1 is yesterday's one, setting up your account. And if you want to know about certain important things, like you want to know about the history about AWS and all these things, you can read these notes. Okay, supplementary, additional. So my suggestion is that please go through whenever you are free. Introduction to Cloud Computing. Yesterday we have gone through that. So now today let us start with EC2. This is my presentation. I'll just I'll keep it in the full screen. I hope everyone is able to see. Can one of you respond full screen?
Yes,
Yes, sir. That's nice. So EC2 is one of the important service. ECC, that is Elastic Compute Cloud, right? So here, what you get? See, free tier yesterday also I mentioned that Elastic Compute Cloud, you get one server, Linux server, one Windows server, 2 servers, okay, per month, full free. That is T2.micro. So you may ask me what is that T2.micro? I'll explain. Into 12 months, 2 servers, that is one Linux and one Windows, full free if you are accessing. No, sir, I want to access only 15 days. Can I have 2 servers of Linux? Yes, you can have. So the logic is you can have maximum of 750 hours. You want to have 10 servers now? Okay, working for about 3 days. Okay, 10 into 3, 30 days. That is also okay. No, I want to have 15 servers of access time, maybe 15 hours or 10 hours, or you can have that. So total Linux servers, the total usage is 750 hours per month, or even 750 hours of Windows server per month of T2 micro. We will learn about that. Rest of the other things we will learn later. Okay. So now the benefits of yesterday I spoke about the global infrastructure. So please remember, the Amazon uses a term called as elasticity. Elasticity means that anything can be expanded to your business need. If you don't require, then reduce. That's contraction. That is called as elasticity. It's not only upgrade. You can cool down also. You can reduce. If you don't require, your business doesn't require. But what you pay only for the usage. You don't pay for, oh, okay, you have increased, but whatever you have increased also you need to pay, nothing like that. You have used only for 5 days, or you have used only for 1 month, you pay only for that. So today you are having this much, okay, you pay for that. After 1 month you want this much, okay, you pay for that. And after 3 months you want to reduce back, okay, you still get that. So that is how Amazon's, the flexibility is there. That is the biggest advantage. If you are unable to predict your business, you can use this what we call as elasticity. That is the biggest benefit in Amazon. So what are the other benefits also? You can see this one, high availability. High availability, your business across the world, which requires business clients are there across the world. And you need to see that every location, 99.999 or 99.99s, that is the kind of availability which Amazon promises you. I mean that there is no downtime at all. Business continuity, data residency, expansion, all these things are big benefits for the Amazon's global infrastructure. Okay, so now let me explain about this number one. Please note down. So major benefits of EC2, as I spoke, it is reliable, secure, inexpensive. So what is Amazon EC2? Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud is a web service having a feature of resizable compute. Resizable, you can size. So today I want a smaller system. Take that. No, my business needs higher system. Take that. You can resize. That is also a big advantage. Like you have i3, i5, i7. So today you have an i3 laptop. You again after 6 months, if you want to take it to the same seller, no, I want i5. Will he pay you the complete one? He will not pay you. You say that okay, if you want to upgrade, okay, you can upgrade, but we will give you only a fractional piece. Here it's not like that. You can scale up. You only pay for the uses. That's the biggest elastic compute cloud. Reliability is very high. Security. People often think that is a major challenge. The cloud industry, how secure my resources are, because it's not there in your place, it's not even in your data center, somewhere where we don't know, but it is secure. After learning the entire course, you will understand how much secure it is. Inexpensive. So many industries, see, when they start the industry, they need to procure all these things like IT assets. Every company needs a business which is running on IT. Like they want a website, they want a backend database, they want employee payroll, they want inventory, they want many things which are there. So whether they want to focus their manufacturing or pharma industry, whatever it is, but they are spending a huge amount in IT assets also. In cloud, it's not like that. You focus on your business. You only focus on your business. You pay only for the things which you have just done. How much you need? That's why we call it inexpensive, right? Okay. And you see these purchasing options. Please understand. This is one compulsory question you get. The first option is reserved instances. Reserved. Reserved means that suppose if you want to buy a server, you can reserve. I mean more than a year's time we call it reserved. Reserved means that I know that my requirement is there for the next 3 years. So in reserved instance, the cost is very less. Maybe more than 50%. Later on, we will also explore about how billing is also done. Okay, but in on-demand, you can just buy now. After 1 hour, also you can scrap it. So the billing is done 1 hour, every 1 hour. But in reserve, it's not like that. You get a big discount. Big discount. Suppose if I tell you a use case like you want to buy a server, he'll say that a server is costing maybe 10 cents an hour. I'm making it as simple, 10 cents an hour. So in a day, you are going to pay around $2.5. In a month, you are paying $50 to $60. It's a big amount. It's a big amount, $50 to $60. But whereas you go for reserve, for the entire year, you are going to pay only $50 or $60. Like that, if your business need and your commitment is there, go for reserve. You'll get a big discount. Big discount. So that's why I say that this type of questions come. If your business need is more, then go for that. If your business doesn't know how much you want to use, then go for on-demand. On-demand. No long-term commitment, no upfront payments, just pay only what you are using in on-demand. These are the two major models which people use on that. Reserved and on-demand. Okay, and there is a third model which is called as a spot instance. What is called as a spot instance? There are some scrapped servers which are scrapped. I mean that the usage is complete and you just what we call as refurbed. The servers are refurbed. You can use those servers. Suppose if your business is not very much, I mean what we call as demanding, you can just get into the Spot instance also for optioning. Just like that, I want to do some small work, which is not a guaranteed one, Okay, some temporary. I can bid it. You in a big server when you are on demand. If you are paying about $3 or $4, you'll get it for 20 or 30 cents, like that. Cost effective, very cost effective, but there is no guarantee. It is strict. Spot instances can never be used for production environment. Please remember, spot instances can never be or not to be used for production environment or even for development environment. It can be used only for non-critical environments only. So only 2-minute warning you'll get. Only 2 minutes. Just before 2 minutes, your server will be terminated, finished. So you need to be very careful. You have to store all your assets. Okay. So this is called as spot instances. And other things, dedicated instance, I'll tell you at a later stage. Dedicated instances also we do have. Okay, at a later stage. So you see this one, broadly you have 3 types: on demand, reserved, and spot. On demand, fluctuating. You use 1 hour, you pay for that. You don't use, it comes down. Reserved, flat, every month you pay. Spot instances, you need to bid and take. The bidding is done. Right? This is spot instances. Now, I'll just say about this one. This is very important for all of you. Please note down this one. So there are 5 types of instances. See, whenever I say instance, I'll tell you, I'll just make a note. Amazon says instance A, the virtualized server, okay, hosted on AWS cloud. As an instance. Please remember, they virtualized. All the servers are virtualized. There is nothing which is called as a physical. So the classification of this EC2 computing instances are majorly of 5 types. The general instances is not done. I'll explain one by one. Very, very important this one. A little bit of understanding is very, very essential. Based on the compute, the CPU, the instances, like you go to the market. I want to buy a laptop. You ask that question. Then immediately he'll ask you what laptops are. You want i3? That is based on CPU. Oh, okay, i3, i5, i7, i9, like that. That is called as a compute instance. How much memory you want? 8 GB? No, so I want a little bit more. 16 GB. Oh, okay, memory type of instance. What is the storage? You want SSD or you want normal hard disk? Oh, SSD storage. No need to buy hard. Just understand this one. You want a graphics card? Oh, I need the graphics stuff. Okay. GPU instances, because we need to select the instances based on the client's requirement. Sometimes we need more memory, sometimes we need more GPU, sometimes we need more storage, sometimes we need more processing. A lot of processing is needed. Then we have to select the high-speed server processor. Okay. So later on, I'll also explain about this auto scaling and load balancing. Also, are additional features here in here. The very point of learning this, what we call as cloud computing, is because of these services. You have separate labs for that about this auto scaling and elastic load balancing. Okay, so broadly now I'll explore one by one the general instances. You see this general purpose instances. So you have various classes of general purpose instances. So mainly the focus is based on the CPU. You see the processor, a Xeon processor with a 3.3. You can see this one. We have multiple. So the instance name is T2 instance, M4 instance, M3 instance. No need to buy hard, just understand. Okay, T2, M4, M3. There should be a name in order to understand what type of system you are using. We cannot buy hard the CPU, right? So at least how many CPUs are there? Oh, 2 CPUs are there. Oh, here in M4 you can have up to 40 CPUs you have. Oh, in M3 you can have up to 8 CPUs you can have, or 26 CPUs you can have, like that. So here there are various other classes also, that T2 Nano, T2 Micro, T2 Small, T2, all this T2, M4. You can see M4, M3. The previous slide which I have shown you, all these classes, a little bit drilled down. In T2 itself, you can see various class of instances. It's T2 Nano, the smallest server with 1 CPU and half a GB of memory only. You can understand if you are using Linux, you are not even paying 1 cent an hour, half a cent you are paying an hour. With this server, you see this one T2 Nano, you are paying less than or nearly half a cent an hour. But whereas if you are using T2 Micro with 1 CPU and 1 GB of memory, you are paying 1 cent an hour, approximately 1.3 cents an hour. Right? Like that. No, my business needs a higher server. Okay, you take this M4 4x large with about 64 GB and 16 CPUs. You pay $1 an hour. No, still more. I want 160 GB RAM memory, 40 CPUs. Okay, 2.5. This is on-demand price. This is on-demand price, which is there. So use case, where do you use this general purpose? Many things you use. Mid-size database, data processing, like that. So this is general purpose. So most of our classes, I tell you, most of our classes today, for us free tier, the eligibility which is given is only T2.micro. Suppose tomorrow I'll say, let us host a Linux server, or let us host a Windows server. So what do? We use only T2.micro, nothing else, not nano or not small. Till the end of our classes, we are going to use in free tier. So that is a limitation which we have. So when you go to the real time, there is no limitation. It's based on the customer's requirement. We generally take up the resources, right? So this T2.micro is our essential thing which we need to understand, and this is general class system. Now let me explore about this compute class. C for compute, C4, C3. Okay, you see this one. There are various 2 CPU, 4 CPU, 36 CPU, where the CPU is optimized. The CPU is having greater focus. So you see this one. Maybe you can see 36 CPU with 60 GB of memory. We pay $1.5 an hour approximately on a Unix server. Okay, so where do you use this one? The use cases. Not mandate, but only here only use, depending on this. Is only an example. SAP or SharePoint or any other enterprise. Right? And you see the storage class. See this I2, D2. You have storage SSDs and HDDs. The difference between SSD and HDD, SSD is on solid state devices. This is hard disk. So the speed is, when you say about the speed, here about more than 10 times fast the speed in SSDs. You all know that. Okay, so it has a greater performance than normal magnetic spindle which you are seeing. Right? So let us go through the differentiations. So you see this I and D class which is there. You have a D2 large with 4 CPU, 30 GB. You have 3 into 2 TB of hard disk. 3 TB of hard disk, 2 TB, 6 TB. You have this one, yes, and you pay only less than $1. Pay for that. And here also you see 24 into 2000 or 2 TB SSD. You pay $5.5 depending on your application. You have Hadoop, that is big data. Okay, this is the HDFS. You see this one, Hadoop file system, and big data, etc. And you can see this large scale. Any other enterprise applications where you use this storage optimized. Right, and next one is memory class. You see this one X, R, all these things are the memory class, and you can use this one in SAP, HANA, big data, Spark, and any other processing applications. 128. You see this one, 2 TB of memory. How can you get it in the open market? But still you pay $13 an hour. 256 GB of memory, 64, about 61 GB, like that memory. You can see focus. Blistering speed. If you have a server, enterprise servers, this type of servers will really function a lot, which is giving a greater focus to all the customers across the globe. Right? And the last part is your GPU, that is the graphic processing. Your NVIDIA cards which are there in your graphics are really helpful for this kind of environment, right? So it's NVIDIA card. You see this use cases mainly for 3D application streaming, machine learning, encoding, and of course many other complete workloads. Okay, so yeah, these are all various classes which are there. You can see this G2X2 large, G2 to 8X large, etc. Also, these are the use cases, right? And now, if I tell you So, sir, I have taken one CPU, one system, a general class, but after using, I feel that the server is getting loaded. It's not up to the mark. What should I do? Should I again change my plan? Will it be, or should I again start from this? No, it's not like that. We can do it instantaneously. Even after the application is running, you see that there is, underutilization is done. You can upgrade the server. You can upgrade the server without disturbing the application. You can change the system itself, directly the system itself. Or if you know that you are not utilizing the system completely, you can just degrade your system, reduce the configuration. This is one of the biggest, that is called as instance resizing. And you pay only for the usage, what you have really used. Right? Okay. I already spoke about the region yesterday itself. So again, I tell you, the servers which you are using, it's not the same price in all the regions. It depends on the data center basically. Suppose in US, if the pricing is lower, then you get for a lower pricing. In Mumbai, if the pricing is higher, you need to pay a higher price. You need to pay a higher price. So like that. So it's not always same. There will be a minor changes. But if your business demands, then you have to basically go through the models. You have to basically go with the things which are there. The pricing, you can see this. There is a Mumbai to Mumbai, you can see this one, the price is something like 0.9 hourly. It's only a rough demonstration. Whereas the same thing, you get the same system M4 4x large, you get it for 0.6 hourly also. That is a great savings which is there. If your business is okay, you can post it in North Virginia. If your business is demanding in Mumbai, if you know that your clients, all of them are there in Mumbai or India, then you can post in Mumbai. Thing is that you need to focus your business also, right? The latency and other things which are there. So you can see the latency from US to India, it is very low, but whereas from India to USA, it is very high. Accessing the servers, if you are having in India, accessing from US, there is a high latency. But whereas if you are accessing a server in, if you are having a server in US and if you are accessing from India, the latency is very low. So please understand this one. So there are pricing concepts where the hosting place is also very much located, because it's overhead costs, running costs, and also the things which are there. All these things kept together, the pricing is defined for every region. It's not same for all the regions. We will learn later about the pricing calculators also. Okay, so I'll speak about these edge locations also. Otherwise, in one line, if I tell you, if your business is there in multiple locations, maybe you have hosted a server in US, but you know that your business is there in Sydney, or your business is there even in what we call as Paris or somewhere like that. Then you can also configure your service after hosting that I need to be deployed on this CDN, that is CloudFront network, that is edge locations. Okay. So what happens is that the local people who are there feel that the servers are really there in Sydney or in Paris, so that they'll get a faster access. That is called as edge locations. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is about a small presentation on EC2. Later on again, I'll cover some of the important topics in EC2 also. Yeah, any questions? Anyone?
What you're referring to be accessible to us.
So sorry, you asked once again. Accessible.
The presentations what you have been sharing us, they would be accessible for
it is there in the sessions folder itself. I'll show you once I give access to this particular one. This should be in sessions 2 or something like that. Session
okay.
2. Okay. So the presentation is there. You see this one. The PPT is converted into PDF. The PPT is converted. I'm not sharing as it is the PPT, but it is in the form of PDF. You can see that. So maybe the colors and all these things, because otherwise it will be replicated. But for your study, you can do.
Okay. Yeah.
The same thing is available. It is there. So that is the reason once everyone has completed their enrollments, I can give access to the sessions folder. And you can explore all the things as I mentioned. And any things which are new things also I'm adding into this folder. Even for the labs also, which I have shown you, that is called as Walker Labs from the AWS Academy. I have given even the recordings of that. Okay, how to do these guided labs. Each and everything, the recordings are there. There are labs which are there in the form of MP4. You can see these labs, and then many people do this. Some people may not get the solutions, so they can do by seeing this. Only thing you have to keep some patience. You can get it.
Okay.
Right. And still, if you feel that any more suggestions, you can always give me suggestions. We'll always try to improve ourselves. Right? Anyone else? Anyone else?
So there was a term ECU. What is the ECU? Means,
Is that you mentioned that?
yeah, it is mentioned in the.
Just a second.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Where we are?
Yeah. So when you're showing this PPT regarding the configuration and pricing, there was a term mentioned ECU.
See
ECU.
the presentation.
Inside the presentation.
I think those are related to your CPU metrics actually, CPU measures. You can also see what is ECU means. Okay, it is electronic control unit.
Yeah.
That is the CPU.
Okay.
More or less like your CPU.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused because normally we heard about the CPU.
No need to just remember all these things. Just understand that it is also called as a CPU.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Sometimes feel exploring is very good, but still, whatever we really require, we can just do. Yeah. Anything else? So, yeah. Anyone? Okay, I feel that there are no more questions from all of you. Please understand that this is a very, very important topic, especially the EC2. And be ready with all your accounts. Tomorrow will be our first lab. Okay, we are going to create by tomorrow end. I tell you, all of you, you are ready, you are going to create a server. An instance. We also call this, from now onwards, I'll call this an instance because that is Amazon's language. So we will be learning about how to create a Windows instance, accessing the Windows instance, that is one. How to access it remotely, that is from our location, one. Okay, Windows Server. And you see that the server is available exclusively for you on D2 Micro. And also we will be creating a web server also. Web server, a website on the server. And you can tell your friends who are there in the world, this is my IP address, you see that the website is ready. But I'll be teaching you only a test website, a hello world. If you are good in writing the websites, you can really design your websites. Also, right? So that is first thing. Second thing. Third thing, we will also learn about how to attach more storage. Like you might be having only a C drive. So tomorrow you want to add storage. How will you add? So we will learn that. Later, we will also learn about how to take a snapshot. I mean the backup. What happens if the data is lost? Right? We need to have a mechanism of restoring the data back, or you want to create another server. You have a backup. From the backup you can create. You want to create 25 servers. You can do it in one go using the backup. So all these things are very important. We will learn all those things. Is this clear? So everyone should be ready. And please, tomorrow's class, please get ready with your login access. If you are trying to create accounts in tomorrow's class, probably I may not be able to help you. If anyone is not yet created their accounts, see that, explore today, log in, everything, just see that. So what you need to know, just go into the website. This is the website. You see this one, click this services. Okay, click the services, go to compute and say EC2. It should come. It should come like this. The dashboard should be seen. If the dashboard is not seen or it's not visible, then you didn't do some kind of checks. Either your mobile check is not done, or maybe your credit card or debit card check is not done, or your email ID is not properly checked. So finish off all those things. You should see this dashboard of EC2. Okay, I'll be exploring one by one all these things. So almost all the elements in the navigation pane, you see this in the left hand side, you need to know. I'm not saying that tomorrow itself you will learn everything. So one by one, we are going to learn. And tomorrow will be an important day for you because you are going to create a server. That is the first logic infrastructure. Okay, we are going to host an infrastructure, a server, a Windows server. Later, once you learn this Windows server, we will also learn about how to launch a Linux server also. Please be interactive. Please be ready. Please configure your system accordingly. So if you are using an office laptops or something like that, probably you may not be able to do certain things. Like because remote desktop and the ports like 3343, all those things, they will not allow you to open. They will not allow you. Changing the firewall is very difficult. So that is the reason. You may be working everything, but you cannot access the console. So use your personal laptops more or less. If your office laptop is free to open or free to configure your firewall, then it's okay. Otherwise, don't disturb the office firewalls. So sometimes it is locked also. Sometimes it is locked to some private services also. So we cannot install any of those things. So please keep handy so that I'm expecting all the laptops are Windows 10 or Windows related. If you are using a Mac notebook or if you are using something else, then again you need to see that how you can access RDP protocol. So that is again different. So otherwise you can access it. So tomorrow when we come, see that, ensure that your dashboard is ready with this particular one. So we will launch an instance. So now I'll take just another 5 minutes more for understanding about this whatever we have learned today. So once you launch this instance, I'll just explain. I'm not going to do anything now. So this is the dashboard which is coming across. So you can say opt-in. This is the older version which I want to show you, or you can use even. I'm more familiar with the older version. Otherwise, you can even choose the newer version also. It's okay. So after the older version. So you see these steps which are there. Yeah. So 7 steps which are there. I will be explaining about one by one each and every step. So if you know all the 7 steps, you can launch the server. You can launch this. So the first one, you can see this particular one in step 1, you have good amount of the operating system images. The first step, you need to choose. Suppose if I want to choose Red Hat Linux, I can choose here Red Hat Linux. Okay, version is there. I want to choose Ubuntu server, I can choose. I want to choose Windows server, I can choose this one. Windows server is different, Windows desktop is different. The thing which you are seeing is Windows desktop, Windows 10, Windows 8 or Windows 7 is all Windows desktop or maybe Windows 11. But these are servers. The latest server is Windows Server 2022. You can see that also available somewhere. Yeah, you can see this one. But ensure that whatever you are using, the free tier eligible should be there. Most of the things are there. Don't select any of the systems which is not having free tier eligible as a logo. You can see this 2016 is also there. 2022 is also there. 2022 is also there. Free tier eligible. You can select accordingly. So let me say I'm selecting something, maybe a Windows Server 2019 base, which is also having free tier eligible. I'll select this one. Done. And now the most important one, choose the instance type. Choose the instance type. As I showed you in the presentation, there are several classes of systems. You see this one. Exploring is always good. You see this one. All the systems are available. Hundreds and hundreds of systems are available. Let's scroll down. But our eligibility is only one. That is free tier eligible. Is already marked T2.micro. You can see which is having 1 CPU, 1 GB memory. Right? By accidentally, no sir, I have selected T2 large or T2 small or something like that. Then if I say T2 large, if I selected this contains 2 CPU, 8 GB of memory, just for fun or something like that I did, sir, but I forgot. You will get a bill. Definitely you will get a bill. So attention is always necessary. Don't do this exercises when you are feeling sleepy. Never do. Be active. Select all the options, whatever. Have a notebook aside. Note down what are all the things. If possible, even take screenshots also. So for our free time. But in a regular tier, when you are working, no need to select the free tier because your organization will pay everything. They will get it from the clients. So based on the business demand. So that's why I tell you, Amazon, this one which is there, real time and also learning, the software is not at all different. It's the same. The interface is same. We can use as it. Only the requirements different. You can explore all the things which are there, which I shown you. You can see this one. If I want C for compute X large, okay, you can select this. You can see this M4, M3, all these things also are available. Scroll down, you can see D is also storage class. Okay, G is for what we call is GPU. All these things also are applicable. So I have only one choice, that is T2.micro. Again, I'll explain the rest of the other things in tomorrow's class. Just go through the first 2 steps. And if you have any difficulties in understanding, please let me know. Yeah.
The grade 1 server is not usable, right? It is not allowed to.
Sorry.
The grade means if you go down, some of them is highlighted as a grade. Yeah, these are not allowed. Right?
Don't use that because there will be again.
No. I'm just asking. I'm not using. I will be using only free time.
Only a limited time. You can request; they'll give you for a limited time. 2 CPU, 2 GB memory. Only one is there. Nothing else is there. Till the end, you don't have it.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So the green one, effectively, at any point of time, you can use for the whole 1 year. Right? Okay. So this is for today. I have given introduction about all the dashboard about your AWS, and also we have gone through what is the compute service domain, and also we have gone through the EC2 in brief. Okay. about the dashboard and all these things. Any questions? So meanwhile, everyone get your accounts ready, and yeah, if there are any questions which are there, please ask me. So tomorrow is a good time for us to do the first lab, that is EC2. And one more thing which I want to tell you for everyone, all the lab which is there is already recorded and it is there in YouTube. As I have shown you, the first lab which we are going to do tomorrow is, I mean, like I'll tell you, it is already numbered everything. If any chance, some of you, whoever are there interested, please go through the first lab. The first lab. If some of you who has missed out, okay, you can even subscribe also to this channel. More and more things are really updated from time to time. Okay. So if anyone has missed out yesterday, this is the presentation. You can make use of this particular one. Zero is nothing but an awareness. So tomorrow will be the first one. It is only a condensed one of 36 minutes. But this lab we are going to do in 2 days, not 1 day. This one. So, but all the things are here. All the things. Just go through. If you are understood, well and good. If you are not understood, still well and good. No problem. So the same thing, whatever we are going to do in Windows, again later we are going to do in Linux instance also. And then the sequence goes on till the last lab, which is there. Right? So it will be very, very interesting. So even if you are doing in the midnight or Saturdays or Sundays at any point of time, you can just explore. Many people say that after seeing this lab, oh, nutshell, very fast, I can just see the things which is what, etc., and then do my exercise without any, what we call this, interruption, without any interruption. Okay, so that is the big advantage which you get. Yeah, any questions for today before we log off? There are no questions? Yeah? No questions? I'll also see that this chat should be enabled. I'll also see that. I think for guests it's not enabled. I think for the members it's enabled.
Yeah, might be that is possibility.
Yeah.
Yes, just for guest.
Right.
You must be creating a group where you can add us. Then probably.
No, today I'll add all your mail ID so that you'll get direct requests, no guest request.
Okay.
Then you'll be getting more benefits also, added advantages. Since I have your mail IDs, I'll send the invite to all the mail IDs. Okay, so tomorrow you can log in with.
Actually,
Okay.
I am able to see like I am not guest, but still I am unable to access chat.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll provide access. Let us see. See, till last batch we were doing on Google Meet. This is the first time which we have changed to Microsoft Teams. So there will be some small, what we call as understandings. But anyway, it will be set very soon. Okay, so please, my suggestion, please revise what are the things which we have discussed today, and please go through, create your accounts, be ready for tomorrow's lab. Okay, and very, very important thing is that once all the payments has been done, I'll share one very, very important book. Very, very, very important book, your reference book. I'll tell you about that book. Okay, if you go to Amazon.in, this is your where the main reference book which I tell you, this is AWS Solutions Architect Associate, right? So this book, if you are going through these books, this is CLM, not this one, Solutions Architect, I need to say, Solutions Architect. This one is costing about 2,760. Okay, 2,760. I can share this one later, once everyone is done. Okay, so this one, you can take a print or something like that, and then you can start reading. And this is the important for preparing the exam. This one, right? I'm not suggesting you to buy this book. This is the book where we need to read the contents. We need to read the contents. Right? Okay. So that's all from me. I think once again, there are no questions from your side.
Sir, can we get the recorded session for today's one? The last 30 minutes, I was not available.
Generally, I don't share it. That is becoming a habit. Everyone will ask me recordings. Even though the recordings are there, but generally promote everyone to be. You can ask me separately, not in the classroom.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Because that will make a habit for everyone. Sir, I want recordings. I want recordings, and then you can ask me. Based on that, yes, I can share the recording URL. Okay.
Sure.
I'm not against of not sharing, but that should not be a habit. Please try to understand. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So that's all from me. Yeah. Okay. So that's all from me. There are no questions. Yes, we can again meet tomorrow at the same time, 6:30. Please be on time, 6:30. Maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes is okay, but please be on time. Maybe starting days there can be hiccups, but otherwise it is okay. Thank you, everyone, and bye, friend.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.